but that at least gives us one.
All right, we are live.
Woo! Live! I was live one.
Necromancy. And I remembered to unmute us, so...
Yay! We're not muted! Yay!
Congratulations!
You can hear us. Hooray!
I can hear. I can fight!
What is that from?
Fairly Odd Parents.
Fairly Odd Parents. King Arthur, they give him glasses and he turns from the wimpy little kid to all of a sudden like, because he can see, which means he can fight.
That must have been after I stopped watching it.
It's so funny.
All right. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Roll for Initiative. We're gonna jump right into this, but first, I'm going to do this because it's what I do. So, doing our weekly or whatever weekly of the Dungeon Meister drinks. And this
is that layered?
Yep. This is Acid Arrow. So this is... Oh. Shout out to Planet Hollywood because I don't have any D&D inspired shot glasses yet. So... down the hatch. Oh. Ah. It's not the worst shot I've ever had. Okay. Much better as a shot. Much better as a shot than a cocktail. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Oh. That is coconut rum, pineapple juice, and Jägermeister. And I thought the Jägermeister would be overpowering, but no. I'm going to give that like a 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. Awesome.
On a scale of Bieber to Bowie, what would you give it?
Bono.
No.
I feel like it's better than a Bono.
It's better than a Bono.
Is it a Bocelli?
I don't get that reference. I'm trying to think of
Bjork.
named artists. I don't know anything by Bjork or... we'll go with a Bloodhound Gang.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it... How about Blur?
I'll take Blur. Wow.
Maybe we need to actually make a 20-point scale.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, man. That'd be a thing. Okay. So... It's been a while since we've had the whole crew here.
Hi.
Last time, Oliver stayed behind to do some research while the rest of the party went off and did some exploring around town. What was supposed to be like 4 or 5 hours worth of exploration, because they went into a mystical tavern where time moves faster inside, but feels normal inside. They only spent about an hour and a half, 2 hours. So, Ridire, you are... My ADHD cannot handle you running around the town right now. I am trying to get through this so we can get on with it. Good Lord.
I'm trying to drag mine on there, but I can't.
Well, yours is already there. You're right
Oh,
underneath
where's
me
the
at the door.
Oh, okay, cool. There I am.
So this is what happens. Matt Mercer has to deal with his party saying random offensive things before going live, and my party zips around the map.
And also
Okay.
says random offensive things before going live. Don't take that away from us.
Some of you do. Some of you do not.
No,
Hey,
I do.
I'm not gonna say random offensive things. I don't need to be canceled 5 years from now.
I do. That sounds like fun.
Wait, we already solidified that I'm racist towards dwarves, didn't we?
Yes.
Fantasy dwarves.
Fantasy dwarves. Thank you. Oh God. Well, that's gonna get clipped.
Specifically, fantasy dwarves.
Yeah. Although the last group
No.
that I made, they were pretty chill, so maybe I got over that. All right. We're gonna start off with Oliver. I need you to roll 2 investigation checks for me right away.
Ooh, I should pull up my notes from last session.
There we are.
Okay. Well,
I'm Mr. Investigator Guy. That's me.
Do Inspector Oliver. Do.
Go acid. Kill everyone.
Go gadget acid ball.
oh, that would have made that movie so much better. Matthew Broderick in D&D.
There was the arms to the teeth version of Inspector Gadget.
Oh yeah, the evil one?
Yeah, filled with like guns and bombs and stuff.
He was powered by a tarantula.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, he had a tarantula in a compartment where his heart would be. I don't know if he was powered by it.
I think it was implied that that was his heart.
Because he still had power after he, released the tarantula.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I'm not going back to watch that movie again.
I watched it within the last year. I have watched that movie.
Could not admit to that.
Fun fact, many of the scenes in that movie are in Pittsburgh.
Oh,
there you go.
That
cool.
that pointy building that they always show for the Claw's lair is PPG Place.
Oliver, you're pretty quiet compared to the rest of them. Just a heads up. Yeah.
I can maybe turn it up a little bit. There we go.
That's better. All right. And I moved all you guys here, so... All right, so while the rest of them left, Oliver, you were with the crazy cleric, poring over the books and the notes. With a 21 and a 16. That's a
Good work, Oliver.
heck of a start to it. Okay, well, I'm just going to start with, you find a list of your notes take you through, and you find out that Shar has attempted to kill her sister multiple times in the past. The rivalry against Shar and Saloon is one that has gone on for millennia. With a 21, you're able to pour through a lot of these notes and find that there are some consistent things that happen. And those are that her followers are generally creatures of darkness. She loves to utilize vampires, werewolves, hags, zombies, skeletons, the standard. She also is not above using fiends for her needs, but most of the creatures come from the Shadowfell, not the abyssal planes. Thanks for stopping by, Forsworn. And, so the Shadowfell is more of her domain, not, like, Avernus or the Nine Hells. The other consistent factor is that she uses an avatar, or at least that's been her goal, is to get an avatar, to, you know, to enter into the mortal plane and do her thing. Okay?
Cool.
Alright. So, once you've uncovered this, the cleric, who I don't believe got a name last time.
I didn't write it down.
I don't think he ever actually said who he was. Because I'm good like that.
Well, that was also the day you got the vaccine, so you were not 100%.
I was feeling like death. Alright, and I believe I said he was a elf. If not, he is now. And his name is Avain Rothinol.
Rohypnol.
Yeah, no. Good lord, talk about cancel culture. Yeah, that's not okay. Alright. Do you share this information with him, or are you keeping that close to your chest?
He's been researching this for a while, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll share it with him.
Okay. Upon sharing this, he gets a very focused look on his face. And it triggers something in his memory. Something he might have read before. Ooh, I like that it has the picture next to it.
The picture?
Mm-hmm.
If you do /me and you have yourself set as your character, not as your gamer tag.
Oh, it just says Ser Ridire. It doesn't have your picture.
There's a
Oh,
little
it
picture
comes in
next
mine.
to it on
There's
mine.
a little picture next to it.
I have a picture too.
Oh.
Alright, I'll use him.
Oh, I don't have chat avatars enabled. There we go.
Oh, there you go. I'm apparently going to have to put one up. Alright, so, upon seeing this, or being told this, he starts shuffling around in his notes and produces a list for you. And on this list are a collection of items, armors, weapons, all of a magical nature. And he says, I've been categorizing all the magical items that have been associated with Shar at some point in history, and they're all here on a note. And he hands you the note. And
Cool.
on this, let's see. I believe the way I was going to do this. Yep, we're just gonna... Okay. I should have typed this out ahead of time, but whatever. Here we go. They are the Wand of Fear, the Pipes of Haunting, the Gauntlets of Moonlight, the Deck of Many Things, Armor of the Ancients, the Robe of Stars, the Generals of Enoth, the Amulet of Plains, the Mace of Terror, the Wand of Fear, if I haven't said that one already.
You did.
Alright. The Ring of Tirangel, the Talisman of Ultimate Evil. Yeah, Ridire remembers that one. Or not Ridire. Somewhere in a past life, a Learbin is chuckling.
He's laughing.
Alright, I know I did that one. Did I do the Iron Flask?
No.
Alright. And did I do the Pipes of Haunting?
Yep.
Okay. I believe that's everything. I'll write the full list out at some point. And Avain says, now, if she's trying to get an avatar, she may need to adorn them with some of these items. Some of them might be used towards that, but others may just have been in her presence or wielded by her generals. It's hard to say which is which. We're gonna have to research.
Very cool. Now we know what to look for.
So,
Boys, we get in a deck of many things.
I will metagame here in for just a second because I don't want to, tease anything and then not provide it because I feel like that would be crude. All of these are in the world. None of these are, I'm going to talk about it, then I'm not going to let it exist. No, everything I mentioned exists, so.
I'm afraid of the deck of many things.
That's all I want now. I have a goal.
Actually,
I ran a short campaign one time with Chuck, and he got the deck of many things and just proceeded to start drawing cards.
oh no.
I drew
he kept
so many
He kept
cards.
getting the one that lets you draw extra cards, and
Oh
so
jeez.
he ended up with a bunch of cards, he leveled up 4 times, he got a bunch of money. None of the bad things happened to him until the very end. He got trapped inside of I think it was a key, because that was the only object that was nearby that no one was holding on to.
Oh man.
I pulled so many from that deck.
It was so funny.
My very first campaign I ever played in, they broke out the deck of many things.
Oh no.
And nobody warned me what it was, so I just like I took a card, and it gave me a wish.
Oh no, that's so game breaking.
And then I wished for it to have a bag of holding. Because I didn't know like what wishes really meant at the time.
Oh no.
You could wish for just about anything.
And I want a bag of holding.
Oh.
Technically, that's not a bad use of wish, because the bigger things you wish for, the more possibly there can be bad ramifications to it. So,
You're like, I wish that Char was dead.
Earth ends.
Can you kill a god with a wish?
I don't know.
I'm looking up the exact like.
Wish is a 9th level spell, and its default thing that it can do is it can just have the effect of any other spell in the game.
Yeah.
But then you can ask for anything, and then the DM has to essentially decide.
All right, guys. Here's what we're gonna do.
I'm fair. I like the rule of cool too much.
I got a.
I wish to be able to be level 40.
All right.
My friend and I
gonna-
built epic to level 30 stuff.
All right, we need to find some schmuck to cast Karsus's Folly and target Char.
I don't know that would work as well, because the whole reason that happened is because he targeted Mystra in the mythos.
Well, that's why I said we needed to find a schmuck.
That would essentially just give her the avatar that she's looking for.
Oh,
Hold up. Can
At this point, Ridire and Talamh, you do return to the temple. This first check took about an hour and a half to rummage through all these things.
My computer's being really slow today.
well, I have had a very productive day. Oliver, have you finished reading yet?
Oh,
Yes, I think I have found some quality information that will be useful to us as we look out. I'm gonna hand the list to Ridire. Say, we need to be on the lookout for these things. And maybe perhaps do some research about them.
can I do a check to see if I know anything about any of them?
Yeah. Okay, so this is how this is going to work. If you want to know a location, it's going to be a history check. If you want to know what they do, it's an arcana check. And if you want to know if it is connected with Char as part of the ritual or not, it is a religion check.
I just want to do a history check for. Do I have to pick one specifically? Or can I just say for all of them?
For all of them, it would be a roll for each one.
Okay, well, I don't have the list in front of me. Pick one at random. 17.
All right, and you're looking for the location?
Yeah, because that's
Yep.
a history check.
Okay. You know that the oh, let's see. You've actually been around a lot.
I've spent
All right,
at
roll
least
me
15 of my 15 years traveling.
Roll me a D13. Uh,
13.
All right. Damn it. It's the one that I had originally written down as current location unknown. Why did I not have you roll a D12? Well, all right.
I'll roll a d12 for you.
Yeah, roll a d12.
We'll make it a 7.
Okay. Well, first of all, you know that the Talisman of Ultimate Evil has not been heard from in the history of your, like, for hundreds of years, if not longer. It has been lost to time as far as you're aware. Then, with a 7... Alright, the exact location is unknown to you, but the Mace of Terror sticks out in your mind. And the, you've heard of a name, Marai, M-A-R-A-I, that is tied to the mace.
Spell that for me again. M-A-R-A-I.
AI. Yep. And roll me a history check again.
What was it? It was the Mace of what?
Terror.
Terror. Okay. History. 19.
Now, all right,
Guys, I have a bonus of 0 to these rolls.
Marai is was a famous blacksmith. Her forge is currently whereabouts unknown, but lots of items have held the symbol of her forge. And so you're not sure what happened to her, where she went, but there's, every now and then you'll find a suit of armor that somebody owns that has once belonged to Marai.
So it's like a Stradivarius violin.
Yes.
But blacksmith stuff. Okay. Cool.
All right, so upon doing that, successfully getting, at least the name of the location, Avane gets super excited and you know your history. You know the world. Maybe you know.
Yeah.
Maybe you can help me. Move the bookshelf. Move the bookshelf for me. And he points to this bookshelf right here.
Oh, you mean the bookshelf that's very obviously hiding a hidden door?
Not hidden, just dangerous. Dangerous door. Make it harder to get people in.
Do I need to make a strength check?
No.
Oh.
I'm still gonna help
Okay.
because there's nothing else to do.
I got an 11.
All right, maybe Talamh, you do need to help.
Oh, wait, I can use athletics. I got 23.
All right, Talamh, go ahead and roll a athletics check to help out. 18.
18.
All right.
I think we might break the bookshelf.
You guys go over, and Talamh especially, just bored with all this history and book reading that she can't partake in, gives a little bit too much gusto, and the bookshelf, the front leg as you're pushing just kind of snaps off, and it goes crashing to the floor.
I want to roll a dexterity check to see if I can catch any of the books.
Okay.
I'm not going to because I don't care.
Guys, what is going on here?
Oh, you're using up all your good rolls. I'm okay with this.
Yep.
All right, so you catch like 4 or 5 tomes and a couple of glass bottles that you're able to like hit with your foot, slowing down their descent enough so they don't break.
Okay.
Avane looks at the mess and goes, meh, they were gonna end up there anyways. Come on.
Sorry. All right. Okay.
And he walks you guys into the giant chamber.
I don't like it.
And, I mean, as you can see on the map here, there's random crystals and vials and tools and just an assortment of magical things laid out.
I'm gonna run around poking the crystals.
All right. Roll an Arcana check.
Arcana.
Hey!
Wow.
18.
Oh man, I love it. I love it. Okay. You first you poke them, and they send out this magical harmonic ring, and your druidic sense and your attunement to the stone that is surrounding this place, you think, I bet I could hit that and make it ring out in different notes. Roll a performance check with advantage.
All right. Watch me get double nat ones.
A 14. Okay. You managed to play a very nice song on these, and
Nice.
you get advantage on your next spell attack this day for the next 24
Ooh.
hours. Because I'm going to encourage random poking of things, because then I can punish you with it later.
I only poked it because it was a crystal and it was
Does-
made of rock.
Does this anvil have magical energy?
Poke it and find out.
Roll an Arcana check.
I'm really good at these kinds of things. Apparently
Apparently.
today I am.
No, it's an anvil.
Okay.
Oliver, well, your team is running around studying stuff. Avane brings you over to the edge of this area, and you can see runes in the floor. And on the far wall is a statue. Now, I'm pretty sure everybody investigated the statue at the Blood Clan Keep, right?
Yes. All of us
Yeah.
were up there at different points. Yep.
Yep, okay. So, this is familiar to you guys. You don't even need to roll anything for it. This is the true statue of Shar.
Oh man.
And Avane says to Oliver, we found it here one day under the temple, and we've created the runes to make sure that nothing can, mess with it. And it they don't want me doing any experiments on it or learning anything about it. They want to forget that it's down here, but here it is.
So you are telling me that the statue just appeared?
Well, I mean, nobody really went down here before. They put me down here to work on my stuff, and that's when I noticed that it was down here. So it's not like this was a room that was used and then it just appeared one day. It could have been here a long time, but we're not sure how it got here under the temple. And it seemed a coincidence that Char's statue would be in a temple of Saloon.
I want to study the runes to see if I can glean any information as to what they might actually be doing.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an Arcana check.
I help him. Sorry, it's too late. It's too late. I saw it.
Actually, I have inspiration. I'm just going to use that.
There you go.
This might be important.
The runes are designed. It's. Uh-oh, we are offline.
Uh-oh.
You lagged out there for a
He
second.
froze. No, he's still frozen. Oh, there he is. Okay, you froze
back.
for a second.
Yeah, no, I saw the stream just bugged out on me too. So.
You got as far as the runes are,
Okay. So.
but we don't know what the runes are.
The runes are. Alright. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming as such. Yada yada yada. Alright, guys, bear with us. We'll hopefully have a stronger signal here in a second. Are you guys reading me okay for now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can
I'm
hear
hearing you just fine.
Alright, I'm going to turn off Wi-Fi on my phone and hope that might help it a little bit. Shouldn't have anything running that's too intensive, so we'll keep going. The runes are kind of a mixed bag of spells. Some of them you recognize as being used for planar travel, but they're inverted. So you can assume that's to try and keep anything from entering your the natural plane, the mortal plane. Some are anti-scrying spells, and a few of them seem to be just kind of random, like, hey, don't, stay away, you're gonna feel a little uneasy if you try and enter this area.
Can we toss one of the little bag of tricks balls in there? See what it does.
Yeah. If you wanted to.
I'm not gonna do that.
Okay, I'm not. Well, yeah, because I'm not the one holding on to it.
I have it. But that does remind me. There's that ring. I want to put it on.
I also just have identify too.
Oh, like the ring that we got.
Yeah, I
From
don't
the-
remember what it was. It's not in my character sheet, so I'm looking for my notes to see if I have it in my notes.
It's just he said it was a ring. We got 9 gemstones.
No,
a
we
ring,
got it.
and a
We
gray
found
bag.
out what it
We got
was.
it. Yeah, we got it looked at.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't it that it allows you to cast identify, like once or something like that? It was something like that. I want to say.
Maybe.
You're talking about the one you got in the keep, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think you ever actually got it identified.
I thought we did.
No, because you've gone straight to Bifeld.
Yeah,
And-
but it took us 2 days, and
But
he has
also,
the identified
I
spell.
learned identify, and I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure I identified it.
He used the spell during those 2 days that we were traveling.
I
Mm.
got it from a feat.
Yeah.
Because I had the bag of tricks. I don't know where we had. Hopefully, someone had this written down because I apparently didn't.
I've got the bag of tricks written down, and I said that I knew that we got the ring, but I didn't write it down because it was Oliver who identified it.
Maybe I never
Yeah.
actually told Oliver because it was late. I was gonna fill him in
Maybe.
because that would have been right around that time where we stopped
Mhm.
streaming so frequently because of
Lots of
travel and
stuff
stuff.
happening.
So
Yeah.
My equipment. So
it is a
Alright.
ring of mind shielding.
That's right. I remember that. Yep. I do remember you telling us that. I'm gonna
So-
put that on.
Okay.
Is there like a soul trapped inside of it that talks to me?
There is not. It is silent.
Okay, good. Cool. Gonna be wearing that.
Okay.
Anyways,
So, what do you guys do?
I think we need to go find some bad dudes.
I am curious
for
about
these.
this statue.
Do you want me to go knock over the statue?
I don't want to knock it over. That might be too far, but at least probably get a good look at it.
Do you want me to go shake the statue?
I don't know if that's a good idea.
See if there's a compartment in it that
That's
holds.
true. The other one had that scroll. in it,
Yeah.
Right.
Do you want me to go give
Hey.
the statue a stern talking to?
Can I do like the stone, like the seismic sense to see if there's like a hollow inside the statue?
You can certainly try.
All right, I'm gonna try.
So that's is that a spell or is that just an
No.
ability?
Well, it's a perception
That's just my
check.
I guess that would just be perception.
Yeah. Okay. And you have advantage, don't you?
Is this floor stone?
Yeah.
And the statue is stone?
Yeah.
I would hope so.
Yeah. Right. Seismic sense.
It's
Roll
like
me-
glorified tremor sense.
Yeah.
It's what she uses to see everything else. So.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Yeah.
just roll me a D100.
All right.
Okay. Your tremors or seismic sense reaches up to the statue, but it does not penetrate it in any way. You can get a feel for the outline of it.
Hmm.
You can get a sense of the surrounding area, but it feels like something is pushing against your perception to dive into the statue.
Something's like hampering it.
Mm-hmm.
It might be the no scrying,
Uh,
runes.
Well, I'll let them know that I can't sense like anything inside the surface of the statue. So
How
there you go,
long?
guys.
How long has the statue been down here since you discovered it?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, 20, 30 years?
How long you've been in this temple?
Well, he's an elf.
70 years, I think.
Did you ever come down here before those 20 to 30 years ago?
I mean, yeah, but I stuck to my workroom. I didn't really go into where they were expanding the area.
Wait, so this is an expansion area? Like this wasn't part of the original temple?
Oh, they were gonna... They wanted to expand and, you know, get places for all of us to sleep and office spaces for everybody, and you know, they've been excavating it for a while, and then, you know, at some point it's slow work, and somebody came down and was like, who put the statue there?
I want an insight check.
Go for it.
I also want to.
Okay. You can either give advantage or you can roll yourself. Okay.
Well, I rolled myself.
I might as well try also.
Oh, and Talamh has advantages on these because of
Yeah.
her ability to sense heartbeats and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
This guy feels completely honest and earnest to all of you. He's a little kooky, so dates and specifics might be a little bit muddled, but you're not getting any sense of, like, nefarious reasons for bringing you here. Mostly he's just super excited to talk about this with somebody, because everybody upstairs just rolls their eyes at him.
There's a freaking statue with runes around it, and they roll their eyes at him?
Well, they put the runes in. The runes aren't natural. The runes didn't come with the statue. The runes were put
Right,
in.
I mean, they took the precaution to, like, guard this statue that they found underneath here.
Yeah.
And they're
also trying to make it so that he's not looking at the statue or trying anything with the statue, which could either mean that they just don't want to risk anything, or that they're trying to hide something.
I mean,
Is it safe to step over these runes?
We don't. I don't know when the last time somebody would have tried. I've been told not to mess with the runes in any way.
Okay. I am going to take off my weapons and my helmet and my shield and set them on this table over here.
Okay.
And then I am going to step across the runes.
Okay. Roll me a dexterity check.
It's a fun one.
Just a check, not a save.
Just a check.
18.
Okay. So. All right. What do you do?
I stepped across. If nothing immediately happened, then I'm going to approach the statue to try and get a better look at it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Do I get a bonus to this from the Ring of Mind Shielding? I don't know exactly what it does.
Oh, I pulled that up just because of this. Okay. Ooh. Yay. Roll me a D100.
Okay.
Instead of your saving throw, you do not have to make a saving throw.
61.
Okay. You feel the presence of something trying to communicate with you via the ring, but the ring, and everybody, well, I guess Talamh can't, but Yvain and Oliver see the rings start to pulse with a purplish pink hue. And, yeah, Ridire, you can sense that something is trying to communicate with you telepathically.
Can I sense if it is malignant?
You cannot. It's just something is trying to communicate with you. You're not sure what, who, or what intent is, but it's there.
All right.
And
I'm
you
gonna
feel
step
in
back.
complete control to talk to it or not.
Oh, like I can accept its communication?
You can accept it, or you can ignore it.
I
Hey.
I will accept it.
Okay. You accept it.
Dormammu, I've come to bargain.
Dormammu, I don't remember why I came.
Dormammu sleepy. Okay. You hear a a voice. Okay. Very soft, very light. Smooth. Say, child, it's been so quiet for so long. Are you here to converse?
I am here to understand.
Understanding means seeking knowledge. Knowledge leads to great strength. Strength that can be used many ways. How do you want to use your strength?
I am not concerned with how I will be using strength. What I am concerned with is the events unfolding in our world. Who are you?
Oh, I'm known by many names.
Such as...
Oh, I think I prefer the Singer of Eternal Night.
Everybody!
I
Something's talking to me.
That's
And-
because you're old and going crazy.
That's probably true.
If you're not wanting to use your power for yourself, who do you want to use your power for?
Why are you talking about me using my power? This is not what I am here to talk about. Blood Clan, you know anything about them? I'm hoping that because the ring is like protecting me from the beguiling influence, it's gonna throw the entity off its game a little bit.
It's working. The Blood Clan. Many years ago, such a force was important in maintaining my influence in the world. Although they have been less needed in recent times. Are you a part of them?
We were
Maybe.
for a minute.
That's neither here nor there. I'm gonna go now. Have fun in eternity.
Why so
Goodbye. Walk out of the rune circle.
Roll a wisdom saving throw at that point.
Wisdom
With
saving
advantage.
throw. I get a +10 to these. That's a 16. That's still not very good, even with a +10.
Jeez. How do you have a +10 to your wisdom save?
Because I have wisdom as one of my saving throws as a paladin, and then I get my aura.
Good gravy. That's better than
So
my
I get-
wisdom save.
I get my wisdom score plus my charisma score for all of my. I get to add my charisma score to all of my saving throws. My charisma bonus,
Okay, so
and you guys do too when you're within 10 feet of me.
in your moving out of the space, and this sudden push to grab onto your mind and influence you in some way, you are able to resist the effects.
Okay, good. I was worried.
However, roll me a dex saving throw.
Okay, dexterity saving throw 22.
Oh,
Yes.
jeez.
Get him exactly when you need him.
Guys, I'm getting a lot better at things.
Yeah, you are. Not enough.
Okay, what happens?
What?
It was a 25 DC.
Okay, what happens?
As you cross the threshold, your footsteps, you falter in your step a little bit. Not enough to like have you go crashing to the ground or anything. But one of the runes is stepped on directly, and you slide your foot across it trying to catch your grip, and the rune is, for lack of a better word, deactivated. You guys watch as this ring of blue, kind of a ethereal aura that's on the ground dissipates.
Would I notice any of this?
Yeah.
So it took a 25 dex to not step on a letter on the ground.
Yeah. She messed with you. It was either
Okay, so the whole thing deactivates? Is what I'm
yeah.
like all of it? Okay. I charge at the statue and I'm gonna grab it and smash it.
Okay.
No hesitation.
Wow. Roll a strength check.
Can I use athletics?
Yes. Oh no! I
That's a
even was
7?
giving you advantage on it because I at this point I just assume you're kind of raging. So, with a 12,
I will use my body weight.
I know.
I'm using my body.
I'm wondering like what the DC on this should be, because that's pretty ingenious.
I mean, I'll get in between the wall and the statue and put my back into it, kind of thing, if I need to. Like,
Okay. While this is happening, what are the others doing?
I'm gonna have catapult prepared.
Okay.
I
mean,
that if he misses, I'm gonna throw it against the wall.
Are there
Just
are there stones strewn about that I can magic stone?
Oh yeah, tons.
Okay, well
this
then-
whole place is rubble.
Well
I
then,
don't
yeah,
care.
I'm going
It
to.
depends on how heavy it is and what spell slot I use, but I'll use whatever is necessary.
For a statue, I mean,
How big is the statue? I guess. Like, is it like full size or?
yeah. So the statue is probably about 7 feet tall.
Never mind. I won't use that. 'Cause I
Um,
can't.
Hey, Ridire, how do you feel about taking a little bit of Oh, you know what? No. How far away are we? I know what I'll do. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. I'm gonna get up to where I can thorn whip it off the wall.
Okay. Roll a strength check with advantage.
A strength check. Now is that the saving throw with proficiency?
It's not a saving throw, so it'd be just if you
Just straight up
straight up strength. Or athletics if you want athletics.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll do Well, I mean, I might not have to do athletics.
well, you could just add athletics onto that because all athletics is
Oh.
strength plus your
Okay, well,
proficiency.
that will be
Yeah.
a 21.
Okay. And Ridire, you're readying catapult?
Oliver.
Or Oliver, you're readying catapult?
I was going to on the statue. I don't think I can do it at that weight level.
Yeah.
But if there's any rock that looks to be like 5 pounds, I'll try to like throw it at its face.
Okay.
If anything happens.
All right, this is how we're going to do this. Everybody roll initiative. Roll for initiative.
No.
Nice. I got a really
Roll
good
for initiative.
Yikes. Uh-oh.
I have no decks, guys.
Why do I always roll so
Why
terribly
did
for
I do the
initiative?
best here?
Hey, I got a 4. Shush.
Audience doesn't need to see that.
I literally rolled a 2 on the die.
Yeah, but you have a bonus.
I have a +8 to. I have a +8 to initiative, and I never go first.
All right. So wow. In the span of 6 seconds, Ridire runs up and braces himself in between the statue and the wall. Like, feet up in the air now, like Ninja Warrior
Yep.
style.
Yep.
Oliver sends a boulder careening towards the statue's head. Roll an attack, Oliver.
That does 3d8. Ooh.
Oh no!
Never mind. This is gonna be interesting.
Okay.
Oh,
Doesn't he have advantage because I'm flanking?
No. Nice try. The funny thing is, if it was a person trying to move out of the way, I'd say yes. But this is a solitary object.
It's
So
a statue. It can't move.
Ridire gets hit with a rock, doesn't he?
well, Ridire hits it like square in the chest, not the head, and the rock breaks. You see a little bit of cracking in the stone, but it does it does 12 points of damage to the stone, but it doesn't decapitate the statue. At this point, the statue starts to let out this low cry, this wail of a moan from deep inside the rock. Talamh, go ahead and make a... Oh, what is... I just gotta see what the save against this is.
Oh, I gotta make a save? Jeez.
Yep. Wisdom saving throw. Okay. 13, you're fine. You start to... The fact that this is starting to come from the rock makes you really, really nervous, but you're able to slow your breathing and focus, and you resist the fear effect. Alright, so that brings us to Talamh's turn. And
Thorn whip.
you did the Thorn Whip, so go ahead and roll the attack.
If I can get my character sheet to pop up, there we go. Thorn whip.
Oh yeah, you lasso the hell out of that statue.
All right, Diley hands, bam.
And yeah, roll for damage.
Kaboom.
Creature takes 1d, and if the creature is large or smaller, you pull it up to 10 feet, and you roll a 17. Okay. I'm gonna say that with your Thorn Whip and Ridire's strength check earlier of 12, you guys managed to pull the statue off the pedestal, and it goes crashing to the ground.
Ah.
Oh, how do I want to do this?
That was a good sign.
If anything moves, I'm punching it. Anything in the rubble.
Okay, so
That's where I would have had to be to have it in range for the thorn, for the whip
Yep.
thing. I should rename that to like Stone Hands or something
ooh, yeah.
for my spell.
All right, so out of the rubble,
Ew, it's an alien.
you see this awful-looking gray creature with spikes. It is half visible. It is semi-transparent, and as the stone crashes to the floor, it lets out this terrifying wail and shouts out, "Come to me," before vanishing.
I mean, is it actually like fully vanished, or can I feel it anywhere?
Roll a perception check.
I'm also going to use Divine Sense.
Okay.
I was gonna say I can use detect evil.
Okay.
If it's undead fiend or celestial within, I think, 100 feet of me, I can detect it.
Okay. You do
I'll
not detect it.
Okay.
Talamh, you do not perceive it. Oliver, are you doing
I'll do detect evil.
detect evil? Okay, there is nothing in the room. No evil presence is felt anywhere in this room at this point.
Okay.
I don't think that was supposed to happen.
Yeah, you're damn right it wasn't.
Who says that?
God, we just hear the voice from above.
Oh,
Yeah, it was nope. No.
you're damn right.
Fate. Ridire's deity taking form as a
voice.
DM who doesn't know what the hell to do now.
Way to break it, heroes.
I just did what Ridire would do. Don't hate.
I love
I
it.
just
Well,
like
guess
breaking
now that
things.
That's dealt with. I want to go look at the statue. Was it hollow?
No. But roll me an investigation check with advantage. 'Cause
I also want to investigate it.
go
so-
ahead.
Yeah, I want to get in
Oh!
on the investigating.
Oh!
One more.
It's gonna be terrible because I'm not good at investigating,
Well, neither is Ridire.
Neither am I.
and I have.
Bad.
I gave you advantage because you can take as much time as you want. So that's a
Alright.
19, 20, and 21.
That 20 is a Bowie.
Okay. Well, get ready for an info dump, guys.
Woo!
Notes.
Bloody hell. You were supposed to work for this shit. So
Ridire
inside.
doesn't work. Damn it.
You need to get a job.
Oh, I love D&D so much. I love you guys. Oh, you guys are the best to play with. All right. So inside is a rune that I'm just gonna say Avane recognizes as being part of a spell to transport something from the Shadowfell. And it had been held at bay. That's too much. Yeah, that you guys aren't gonna know its motivations. But the other thing that you notice, especially Ridire in all of this, is that there are certain parts of the statue that are a different type of stone from the body. And something feels very off about them.
Why would Ridire know that?
I got
You
a
got a
nat
nat
20.
20.
Ah,
Talamh, you're more looking at the pieces, trying to find, whatever made you that uncomfortable. And so you're able to find, basically with all three of you working together, you're able to reconstruct the pieces of the statue, but now shattered. And it's like you've laid out the entire jigsaw, but you haven't connected any of the pieces yet.
The transportation rune. First, I want to go retrieve all of my stuff that I set aside, and I want to scratch it out with a dagger. Even though it's probably deactivated from the
Yeah.
statue shattering, I just want to make sure it's completely scratched. There's no way it can work without being redrawn.
Absolutely. And yeah, you go ahead and you do it.
oh, mold earth it away for good measure.
I guess I could do
Okay.
that. Well, probably wasn't a good thing that was down here all this time, but I think it's better now.
He
I'm gonna
just is
ask
freaking
Vane
out.
about the creature that came out, if he knows anything about what that might be. He's done more research.
While they calm him down and talk about it, I want to go upstairs and just see if anyone has noticed anything has happened.
Okay. Oliver, to answer your question, Vane says, he runs back and just gets this giant book. The pages are covered in scribblings and notes, and one page is just like barely hanging on. It's been ripped in half almost. This book has seen better days, and he's flipping through it and gets to a page and says, that's a lonely. That's one of the lonely. They seek out other creatures and draw them in, and I'm not sure what happens, but it can't be good.
Did we just unleash it, or did we dispel it then?
Well, seeing as how it's gone, I think you probably dispelled it.
Interesting. Well, I'll call that a win. Sorry for that, but at the same time, not sorry. You're welcome. I don't know. This is very confusing.
You're confused. You come in, you give me all this information, and then the statue is destroyed, and I don't know what's going on.
Still a
Right.
little shaken from that scream earlier.
That was scary.
I'm gonna ask him about it. Like, what the hell, man?
It probably came from the Shadowfell. That's a bad place.
So I want to go upstairs and see if anyone is reacting to the destruction of the statue that would therefore prove that they were connected to it in some way.
Okay.
Because I think maybe some of the people in this temple are wishy-washy, not so good nicks.
All right. Run upstairs and roll an investigation or insight check. Insight.
Insight check.
You know nothing.
You run up, and first
Church
of all,
service is going on.
well, what you notice is it's very quiet upstairs. The kind of the hubbub of people coming in and out and praying and stuff it's just not there. And running out into the main area, the pools that were on either side, and we can go there so the audience can remember, or wait, where did I put that? I think it's actually on this. I think I just have to... Hey! It was on this page. These two pools are blood red.
Oh no.
Is there anyone around?
There are a couple of priests who are running back and forth frantically, ushering people out of the building.
Okay. How big are those pools? Oh no, never mind. That won't do it. Level. Oh, I don't have the okay. I gotta check what level this spell is.
While Ridire's doing that, what are you guys up to down in the basement still?
I don't think there's really anything else.
There's
I'm gonna like.
There's not really anything else to do. I don't think.
Yeah. I'm gonna just pick up a piece of stony rubble, because not from the statue, but just from like strewn about the rest of the floor, and wander upstairs.
Okay. Oliver, what are you doing?
Half of me is tempted to grab part of the different stone, but I also don't want to get like cursed or something. So I think I would just follow upstairs.
Okay. So you guys head upstairs to see the blood pool and Ridire.
Yeah, I want to investigate. Is it actually blood?
I mean, yeah, it's blood.
Well, that's just very unhygienic.
It's not like the entire thing is blood. It's not a giant pool of blood now, but 25% blood.
So blood appeared within them enough to like mess with the water.
Yep.
And so it all has that like blood floating in water look.
Yep.
Okay. Would casting purify food and drink?
No.
Would that fix? Okay.
No. I mean, let me ask this: Are you powerful enough to cast it against a god?
Yes.
All right.
I'm a Dungeons and Dragons player character. I am powerful enough to take on gods. That's just the way Dungeons and Dragons works.
You're only level 8. If you were a level,
yeah, but this god's a wuss.
Oof.
I never thought I would do this, like look this up to see if this was even remotely a thing that could be a thing. But my search history now has, are there noticeable differences between animal blood and human blood? So,
Oh my god.
that's cool.
Pig's blood is very similar to human blood.
Squid blood, I believe, is coppery. Like
a lot of sea
Could
creatures.
I
Yeah,
tell
it's different.
with the background of where I came from, could I tell if this was like animal blood or human blood, and kind of my monster hunting? Could I potentially tell what?
Roll an investigation check with advantage.
Oh boy.
This is neither human nor animal, but a mixture of the two. This is lichen blood.
That's creepy.
Oh, like werewolf blood.
Yep.
I was gonna say, when you said lichen, I'm like the little like the little things that grow on rocks and stuff.
This
don't
is
have
mossy blood, also known as sap.
Chlorophyll.
Oh, so this is the like the same blood that Helden had.
Holden was taken too soon.
Sorry.
Apparently, everything is taken too soon.
There's a reoccurring theme here that I'm not happy about.
We blunder into just skipping steps really easily in this campaign. Apparently.
Normally, it's the DM doing the railroading.
We're forcing him to rewrite the stuff because we keep accidentally in boss fights.
I'm gonna make the DC to get through the runes at 25 so that the fight's gonna happen. Oh, we're just gonna come up with a solution that fixes that. Hadn't
just-
thought about
the
them doing
solution
that.
was- the solution was so completely obvious to me. It was like
What were we
destroy the
supposed to
statue.
fight?
That's
The
lonely.
lonely.
thing.
Oh, we were supposed to fight it?
Yeah.
From the Shadowfell, my smites would have wrecked it.
As well as I have Sickening Radiance, which also does radiant damage. So
Yeah.
All right. Well, now that I'm remembering that, that would not have been a long fight.
Just remember, like, I can literally create radiant damage on command.
I haven't put in. that.
It's not weak against radiant damage though.
Oh.
Okay, so but it still would. It would still be a lot of damage we could pile on it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we could have done the thing.
We could have done the thing. That
could've.
took care of that vampire pretty well when we did the thing.
I'm gonna look up because the ceiling above the pools is to the sky, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look up is it like noticeably different? Like, is it daytime? Has the sky shifted at all?
No. No, the sky above is as it was.
This statue here, is there anything noticeably different about it?
Roll an investigation check. Or a perception.
I am really, really good at.
A simple
I'm better at
perception would be.
perception.
A simple perception would be fine.
There we go, 16.
Nope. Saloon is as she was.
To me, this seems like Shar is just mad.
Yeah, I think we just pissed her off.
Mm-hmm.
So, Talib's gonna ask, why is everyone freaking out up here?
The water pools have turned to blood. And we think it's just we pissed Shar off by destroying her little portal thing.
Like blood, or like
Well,
the
there's like a
prophecy
bunch of-
blood?
I don't think it's the prophecy blood. I think it's just blood.
I'm gonna go up and
It is like
sniff the pool.
Ooh. Ooh. Roll a perception check.
Like not, like sniff the air next to it. Like not like
Yeah.
actually get the water in my nose.
Oh, I know.
It smells
Oh,
like blood.
it is.
With a hint of lemon.
It is coppery, and you know when you can smell disease on something, like that
thing?
that rot and just that awful smell that comes
It's
with
like
disease.
that bacteria smell, like
Yeah.
if like
Oh.
mold forms on something
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah.
Now imagine
Oh, it's
that with a coppery oil smell.
yeah, it smells like blood and death.
Hence, Oliver being so in tune with what this is. He's just like, yeah, seen that before.
Oh,
I know my
Well,
smells
this
like
is
what's his
unfortunate.
face.
They're gonna have to. I mean, it seems like this was just a one-time occurrence. Obviously, they were wise to have people leave so they can, sanitize it, clean it up, and
We should definitely keep an eye on it, though. I would think for a few hours, just in
That's-
case something does happen.
that's a good idea.
So we're gonna have to sit here and wait.
If you want to go to the tavern, Talamh, that's fine by me.
I'm going home.
You can do that too.
Okay.
No, I'll
Uh-uh.
sit here and wait.
Okay.
Because I'm not going to the tavern because that doesn't kill time.
3 days later. Are you done yet? It's only been a half hour.
Ugh.
All right. While you're sitting there, just on watch, I'm assuming y'all are taking like a short rest kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Avane comes up holding just this stack of books. He's like, so, that list of items, there might be information in here if you wanna go through it.
Can we take these with us elsewhere for a short period of time?
I guess. Where are you going?
Across the street to the taverns. We can research a whole bunch in a short period of time.
Has this guy not been to the
Think about
tavern?
that before.
He hands you a key and says, just ask the owners for a Vane's room and he'll set you up.
He does his research there for the same exact reason, doesn't he?
Thank you.
He is so happy and so proud of you guys right now that he is
Wait.
just...
So it's entirely possible that he has been at the temple for both 20 and 70 years.
He's a little insane.
Well, no, because he's actual chronologically 20, but like 70 years have passed for him because of all the time he spent in the tavern.
He's also an elf who can live for.
Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't really have a good grasp of a chronological environment.
Or he's just crazy. Like
A little of both.
All right.
Hang on,
So,
I gotta ask him a question.
Oliver would probably have no idea about the tavern, right?
No, Oliver wouldn't know.
I've literally just been studying, and I didn't get time to get filled in. So
I will fill Oliver in very quickly on the fact that there is a time dilation effect with the tavern.
That is actually very convenient for what we are looking for.
Right?
At least I can hang out with the
chef. You guys
chef.
could have immediately have told me this like ages ago. We could have done so much more.
Well,
research.
we came downstairs, and then you and him were talking, and then we went in the other room, and then the thing happened, and
It's
then
really only been like 45 minutes since you guys have been back.
it hasn't been long.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
All right. We'll go over there. We're already on good terms with the staff. And we'll say, I'll be like, Avens, letting us borrow his room to help with some research.
Oh, fun. Okay. Well, have a good time.
I'm not actually going up to Vane's room because
Yep. Talamh can do whatever she wants.
I'm gonna go down and hang out with my good buddy.
Actually, if you wanted to not have us researching waste your time, you could leave the tavern. So then we
Actually, that's a good point. I'm gonna
Go to the tavern, and then also keep a watch too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hang out outside the tavern so more time passes for me.
Oh my gosh. It's Tallah's perfect solution to this. That is amazing. Oh, I'm so happy.
I'm gonna kind of wander, I might wander and stop in at this blacksmith area just to see what they've got going on.
Yeah. Okay.
Walk in and be like, hey, do you have anything that was made by Mirai?
Yeah.
A mace, perhaps?
I'm sure that Oliver would have Oliver have had time to mention Mirai from what he gathered?
Well, that was the information that I knew.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, would you have had time to share it? Be like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I said it to you guys when I looked at his
Okay.
list.
Yeah, that was
Alright.
all done. That information was shared. So-
Okay, good. Well, then I'll go in and do my own asking about.
We're just accidentally into the mace because he put it right across the street thinking they'll never look there for it. I know,
I'm
it's like,
going into
that
the
would be
blacksmith shop.
so freaking funny.
Yeah, no, not
I know,
that much
I know.
derailing of my campaign
Hey guys, I found this thing. It's mighty terrifying too.
Oh man. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do.
amazing.
Oh man, my cheeks hurt from laughing. So, how many hours are you guys going to spend reading books? Knowing that there's about, I'm gonna assume that you talked to the innkeep about like the time difference,
Mm-hmm.
and it's about a 4-to-1 difference.
Well, if we spend too much time, we'll end up getting tired. Why don't we put a good solid 4-ish hours in, and then we can always come back and continue later.
That works.
Okay, so either both of you without advantage, or one of you with advantage, roll me 4 investigation checks.
I have a +4 to investigation.
I have no bonus, so if you just want to do them all with advantage, I'll be helping you categorize stuff.
Holy
Yep,
Wow.
that was a good decision. That was a very good decision.
All right, so the minimum DC to get the best bonus was an 18.
Wow.
All right,
He's a good researcher.
all right. So
Especially
roll
when we're doing
me,
is giving him a little bit of help.
roll me a D12 4 times.
Can I just do roll 4d12?
Yeah.
Maybe that'll work.
Because it will give you, each one. There you go.
All right. So 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. The Wand of Fear does not belong to Shar. The Pipes of Haunting do not belong to Shar. The Amulet of Plains does not belong to Shar. And the Deck of Many Things does not belong to Shar. God, you just wiped out 4 of the magical red herrings in one fell swoop.
I don't care.
That
We
was-
still need to find the deck of many things.
It's helpful.
And then you can pick anything on the list. And here, I'm gonna do this really quick. Cover for me, guys. Say something
Something.
helpful.
Wand of Fear,
We
Pipes of Haunting, Give Me Things.
I mean, do we? I guess we should start like looking for like hints as to where these things might be, like rumors.
Well, yeah.
I'm assuming most things will be owned by like werewolf overlords.
How about why don't we have the Robe of Stars? Why don't we pick that one?
I was gonna say the Robo Star sounds interesting.
Ooh, how about Gauntlets of Moonlight?
That would actually be handy. Those two things both sound handy for different.
Well, they
those two,
also.
and then the Armor of Ancients. I don't
Yeah.
know like anything about these though, so.
I don't either.
The Robo Stars sounds like something geared more towards Oliver. Armor sounds more geared towards Ridire, maybe, and then.
Well, I'm more
Gauntlets-
concerned with if it's something they're going to be using for this ritual, because then
That's
it's
true
worth
as
our time
well.
trying to hunt it down, and just keep it out of their hands.
Then maybe Iron Flask.
I don't know.
That sounds like that could contain something that could be used in a ritual.
Yeah, but I
Alright,
mean, like,
so
There's the full list.
Oh, That's how you spell Tiringel.
Wait. Let's see if I did it.
The Mystic Knights
Nope.
of Tirnagel.
Nope. I wrote it wrong.
I don't think that's... Yeah, that's close enough. It's fine. I mean, Tirnanog, but...
Yay! Alright, inspiration for curiosity.
Wow. Okay, I'll take it.
Okay, so are the ancient skulls?
And Zero has never actually seen it, I don't think, but he knows about it because it's
Seen-
referenced in Team 4-Star.
I get
Seen what?
The Mystic Knights of Tirnanog.
I just get
Oh.
I get a inspiration for being old.
I don't have a lot of people to relate to me when it comes to bad shows from the 90s.
God, Mystic Knights of Tirnanog. Freaking, what was
So
her
we
name? Maeve.
We can probably assume that the gauntlets belong to Shar somewhere.
I would definitely feel like they're connected in some way, but
So at this point, you can choose to do a history, religion, or arcana check, and 4 of the checks will have a bonus to them. Nope, sorry, 8 of the checks will have a bonus to it, because you rolled above an 18 on every one.
well, there's only 8 things left on the list.
So 1 for each.
So let's just roll one for. Let's just roll like a history or a knowledge, whatever
I'm-
the one is, to know if they
I
would
have
be used.
+4 in Arcana.
Which one is it to know if they'd be associated with Shar? That's the Arcana.
So, again,
Let's do that. Let's do that, and then we can look more into where we can hunt them down once we know which ones are should be our
so
priorities.
Shar or not is a religion check. Location
okay.
is
No, I
history,
don't have religion.
and
I don't
the
have
power
religion
is
either.
arcana.
I could get power. That's
Well, why don't we? Why don't I just attempt some religion checks on them?
I have +1 to religion.
Oh, that's better than mine. So why don't you attempt some religion checks on?
What do I do, all 8? All 8.
Yeah, let's just do all 8. Let's find out if they're ones we need to be focused on. We can always research more later about trying to find where they're at.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We will not know where one of them is for sure.
All right,
or
so-
one of them is for sure.
Well, I'm definitely helping.
On the
So I don't know
bottom
if
of
that's
that
gonna be-
list, I think you know which one did Ridire. Did you find out its location? Was that the
Well, we didn't know the location. We just knew
Just-
the Mace of Terror
Or-
is made by Mirai.
Okay, so you learned that the Mace of Terror, and then there were a few more. So,
I have the
roll a-
list here, and I've deleted the ones that aren't that you already eliminated. If you want me to go with those.
the bottom of this list. What's the last one that you don't know is Shar or not?
And now I don't know if I have this in the same order as yours because I
Yeah.
was putting them from memory.
Yep.
The Gauntlets of More
Okay,
is the bottom one on my. It's the bottom one on my list.
that's the one you don't have. Okay, so the Gauntlets of Mora you are not sure about.
Okay.
The rest you have now deciphered if they are Shar or not. So
Okay.
in order, the ones that belong to Shar: the Ring of Tirangel, the Generals of Enoth, oh man, process of elimination is going to reveal this. Armor of the Ancients all belong to Shar.
Okay.
Everything else is a red herring, and the Gauntlets of Mora are an unknown. Why did I
So
type
the iron-
Mora? They're supposed to be the Gauntlets of Moonlight.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's why I was confused. That's why I was confused by.
I've been typing
okay.
Mora a lot today.
So Iron Flask is not. Talisman of Ultimate Evil is not. Although she probably wants
So we
it.
have the ring,
And the robe of stars then is not.
Robe of stars is not. To bring the armor.
I have Armor of the Ancients, Generals of Enoth,
The
Mace
Generals.
of Terror. I have listed just because it's made, but it's not hers either. So I'm actually going to delete that one too. I still have it in my notes, but I'm deleting it from this list. So yeah, Armor of the Ancients, Generals of Enoth, Ring of Tyringel, and then we don't know about the gauntlets.
How many things belong to Shar? 1, 2...
3 that you know about.
3.
3 that we know for certain, and we're unsure about the gauntlet.
Okay.
Cool. Do you have good history?
I have a +1 to history.
Do you want to maybe shoot our shot and see if we can figure out where one or more of these are located at, or loosely?
Sure.
I will assist with reading through the books.
How many I can do? I'm trying to.
Well, I don't know. Can we do any more checks with the time we've had, or are we?
Yeah, you can. So the way this is working is, you get an investigation check for every hour you spend reading the books.
Okay.
And that will determine if you get a bonus to a check. But as you're reading through the books, you can do any checks.
We can do as many checks as we want.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've exhausted all of our bonuses.
Yep.
So we could spend more time for more bonuses using the books later.
Right.
Or we could just make some checks now.
I mean, Talamh is outside watching things, so I'm assuming.
Yeah, she's been out there for
fine.
it's been an hour at this point because we've spent 4 hours.
Sitting here, like, peeking over the windowsill.
But it's also been a long day for us because now we've done a lot of stuff as well as spent accelerated time essentially in here. So
For you guys, it's been about. You spent about 4 hours, 8.
well, I also spent a couple hours in the tavern before earlier.
Excuse me.
So
Yeah, you've spent. You're probably going on about 12 hours. 10 hours of being awake.
that's not bad. Then.
Ridire has spent 6 or 7.
Well, mine would. Do you mean Oliver?
Oliver, why am I doing that tonight? I've never done that.
All right, so I'm only at 10. So 10. Okay, that's not bad then.
Yeah,
We
no,
can do more.
you're not. You're definitely
Yeah.
not on the road to exhaustion yet.
We can definitely do another 4-hour chunk before we would have to maybe call it a good night.
How
I'm
are you
assuming
guys
we
not
have
getting bored yet?
some snacks from the bar, so we can at least keep ourselves somewhat fed too. So
Be sure to try the initiative rolls.
I will try the initiative rolls, even though I've had them before. But yes, I will order some initiative rolls order to the room for us to eat while we're researching.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's right. I don't think Panda was here for that. That's what we renamed the Cuatro Queso dos Fritos because Chuck finally was able to say it.
Once I can say it, then you change it on me.
That's right. But hey, you can say this now.
Cuatro queso dos fritos.
Do you still have the note
I
above your
don't.
computer? Oh, good job,
I'm
though.
just practicing on my free time.
So we're doing 4 more hours? Is that what?
Yeah, let's do
so
4 more hours. Why not?
investigations.
Then that gives us that's 2 hours overall outside, and Talamh can keep yourself entertained for 2 hours.
So he's helping me, right? So
Yep.
18, 23, 22, 24.
All right. Well, that's 9 bonuses. I'm just gonna give it to you. Actually, yeah, 8 bonuses plus I'm gonna give you that the Gauntlets of Moonlight are a Shar item.
Oh, but they
Good.
sound so cool. I want them.
Yeah, good. We'll take them. And she can't have them.
Yeah.
You can still find most.
Paul's
you guys
just
can
gonna
find the stuff that could be useful to you as well. So that's.
Paul's just gonna crash the moons into each other so that the prophecy can't come true.
Roll a religion check.
12.
I meant Talamh.
Oh, sorry.
Uh-oh. Religion.
Something tells you that. Is there a roll me a survival check?
Oh gosh. I don't think I'm actually gonna try to crash the moons. I don't think it works that way. It's supposed to be like a.
You know that deep down inside, trying to crash the moon's not good for the environment.
Okay.
You're very attuned to that, and then part of you is like, I kind of feel like Shar wants the moons dead, so that might not help.
Okay. Yeah, that would make sense. Because Saloon's
No.
the moon goddess.
We'll destroy the moons, and then we'll use Saiyan technology to create artificial moons.
No, we just have to destroy
And
the
then I will
moons.
become the mighty Ozaru and destroy Shah.
We have to destroy the moons, then go find Princess Yue.
Oh,
That's rough, buddy.
oh, oh.
My girlfriend turned into the moon.
That's rough, buddy.
And in some iterations has a penis head.
What?
Have you not? I'm sure you haven't seen the movie that doesn't exist.
Oh, I haven't.
There is no movie in Bossing Say.
All right,
Yeah, no, they only have movers in Republic City. Gosh, what kind of idiot are you?
Oliver, what are you doing for your checks?
So we have 4 things that we need to look for, right?
Yes.
So we have 8 checks,
Yep.
which means that we could do 4 of history and then 4 of arcana if we want to.
Yep.
Yeah. Do the 4 history first, see what we can
Yeah.
find out, and then if we need to redo any of them.
If he's helping me, it's
How are there 2 nat
21,
20s in that?
14,
Rollies.
21, 15.
Oh. All right. In order. Let's see. History is going to be the location. So, the Ring of Tirangel. You know that this is a ring that was worn by the rulers of the Dominion of Tirangel. Or, no, the Dominion of Tirangel. Tirangel was the leader. And its last known location was in the lost city of Haddonfield. Which, I'm gonna have to go back to the lore of the history of Ridire to remind you that, that this is the, this was a previous city. This was the original capital. And it was the last, it basically the last generation of these kings and queens for 2,000 years. And the city is now lost in time. And yeah, so
So the ring, we have determined that the ring is located in a place that we don't know where it is.
We've basically located that the ring exists in Atlantis, as far as I'm concerned.
Are you watching the stream? Because
What?
I had said like Atlantis. I typed that in response. I was talking to Forsworn.
Oh,
So you and I were thinking like the same thing.
I mean, you got to remember, you guys are reading books. You're not going to come across the coordinates of this.
right.
All right. So going through your checks,
I
then.
bet Talav's parents are rich enough to afford good cable internet. We can just go Google it.
Yeah, that works.
All right.
Or Crystal Net.
I mean, they're world traveled. They've got a big network of merchant stuff. They might have contacts that know some things.
At the very least, they might have heard of someone that is claiming to know where the lost city is. So we'll definitely have to talk to them later. Okay, sorry. Next one.
All right. So then the generals of Enoth. These are. So these are two daggers, two swords, and a dagger. And the books talk about how the blades were split up amongst the leaders of Essient. And so you're gonna have to the specific names aren't recorded, but you know that the descendants of these leaders of Essient, or generals of Essient, leaders, yeah. The generals of Enoth, the leaders of Essient. Oh, Lord. Fantasy names. They can be a bitch.
Their descendants have the blades. We gotta find the descendants. Is
Yep.
that what I'm getting?
That's
Okay,
what you're
good
getting. You are picking up what I am fumbling down.
I'm assuming the mysterious dagger that. Where do we find the mysterious dagger again? Was that on Heldon?
Pelton was holding onto a short sword.
Right. I have a mysterious dagger listed from.
Was that in the chest as well?
That was. I believe it was in the chest. We haven't gotten it looked at yet, but I do have in my inventory mysterious dagger.
Should probably cast
Identify
on that
Yeah, maybe I'll do it after we
after we're done researching. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go back and look at what that dagger is. Oh.
It's the General of Enoth dagger.
No.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's the blade of Marmora.
All right. Moving on. The armor of the ancients is talks about. So the book that you find is this green cover, an emerald green cover with a very ornate floral pattern on the border of it. And reading it, it is a very brief history of the Feywild. And in it, it mentions the armor of the ancients being held by one of the lords or ladies of the Feywild. And then the Gauntlets of Moonlight were rumored to have been possessed by Mora. And when her castle was sealed, most of her possessions were sealed in there with her. And that location of her castle is I gotta look at my notes. Does everybody know where that castle is?
No.
I mean, I haven't.
I mean, would it be common knowledge of the world?
That's what I'm checking to see if how long ago that was, because some of these things we're talking like.
Well, that was at least a couple hundred years ago.
Yeah.
Well, let's go
But
talk to the king
most
and
of
queen.
these we're looking at like 4,000 or 5,000 years at minimum.
Yeah.
I believe the Mora's whole little deal was
Like 400 years ago.
400
I
years
thought it was-
ago.
Okay.
Like,
Shoot, there should probably be some elves alive now who
Know what's going on. Yeah.
know what's up. All we gotta do is look for an old ass elf.
So that would have been, because it is the year 8298. And
Yes.
so that... Oh, that was only like 400 years ago.
Mhm.
Yeah, so her castle is pretty well known to most. It's guarded heavily by clerics or by paladins and wizards. And not many are allowed anywhere near it. No one is allowed inside, but it's there.
This looks like a job for pass without trace. And meld into stone.
I have Misty Step. But that's only 30 feet. So
I've got thunder step. Come on.
For when you gotta go quick, but loud.
You're a paladin, right? You can.
You can charm your way through.
Paladins?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, paladin. Well, the wizards might not like me if they're one of those types of wizards.
I have disarming nature. People just like me.
It's a thing. So, that's your 4 history checks.
Jeez.
Now the Arcana, right?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Wow, this is the one that I actually am good at too.
So
man.
would
15,
can they hear it if
14,
I
Oh no, 14, 11, 14, 8.
can they hear it if I thunderclap outside their room?
Yeah, I mean, everybody can hear it.
Okay, I'm gonna go to where I think they are on the outside of this inn. I'm just gonna go kaboom and shout, "Hurry up!"
Do we hear it?
Would it sound in like slow motion or?
No, it'd be super fast.
It'd be super fast, right?
Yeah.
No, it'll be slow
no,
motion.
it's
No, it would be
No, it'd be
slow
slow motion.
It would be
so-
slow. Sorry, I was thinking backwards. It
It'd
would
be
be
like, "Hey."
Would you hear like a?
Yep. Yep, pretty accurate.
Anyways, 14, 11, 14, 8.
All right. Wow.
I'm gonna just attribute that to being a long period of
Reading and research and
yeah.
yeah. So unfortunately, that's the one I put the DC at as the middle of it, and yeah, you don't know what they do.
Bummer.
It was a
Alright.
15. So
Okay, that's the least important thing for
Yeah, we don't
us going
necessarily need
forward.
to know it.
Yeah.
I guess then the last thing I'll do is I will identify the dagger.
and I will let you know sometime this week what that does. Because I'm gonna have to go through a lot of notes to find that thing. Where did you even get that?
I
It
think
was
it
in
was
the
in the
chest
chest with the other stuff.
I'm pretty sure it was in the chest with the bag of tricks and
The ring.
ring.
No, there were the gemstones and
It was at that fortress. I know that for sure. Whether it was from Heldon himself or if it was in that chest, I don't exactly remember, but I would assume it's from that chest.
Interesting. I'm gonna have to find all my notes on the Blood Clan keep because it feels like there's something missing in my notes. There's some chunk of notes that went somewhere else. So
I have it. Yeah, I have it with the. I have it before the books in Undercommon and Infernal Scroll. So it would have been probably just pretty close to before Ridire and I went upstairs to join Ridire.
yeah, I think
And
you found it in.
Just before we went and did all that stuff, because we looted the chest immediately after the vampires.
Yeah, I think
Right.
you found it in Heldon's room.
That's possible.
I think it would have
That
been
would make
in
sense.
Heldon's room. So
Actually, that would make sense why I didn't write it down.
yeah. So I remember it being there. Oh, I remember what it is. Okay, it's not magical.
Oh.
It's mysterious in that it was it has the hilt has the symbol of Shar on it.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys took it, but you didn't really look at it. So, as you're investigating it and, casting the spell, you're like, oh, this is really just a dagger. It just happens to have Shar's symbol, because that was back when Shar hadn't made her presence known so much, and I was leading you guys to believe that it was all Mora-based. And the dagger was going to give away Shar's involvement a little more.
Gotcha.
There we go. Haha.
We look at the dagger and say, "Huh, this is worthless."
All right.
I might keep it in case we need a cultist disguise.
I
There
have the
you go,
robe,
yeah.
so
Yeah, we have the robe, I have that sash, and we have those daggers. So with those, I may need to pass off as a werewolf or something, but I don't. Can other werewolves smell werewolves? Is that a thing?
Ooh.
I don't know if that's
Roll,
written into their stuff, but I could definitely see it being a thing.
Roll a survival check with advantage, or a nature check. I'll let you pick.
Survival would have been better.
Okay. Not really. They can get a sense of having a presence, but it's muffled because there's still a human scent on them.
Okay.
So you could probably get away with we'll say you've disguised yourself before hunting to, various success. Always better after a rain. Always better after, masking your complete scent. But, if they're acute of who's in their pack, if they're acutely aware of who's in their pack, that would give you away.
So it probably won't be a great disguise. Well, I don't know. It depends on if it was.
Not everyone is a lichen, so
It's true. So
Okay. Switching over to Talamh. So you enter the blacksmith, and you are greeted by a red dragonborn. And he says, or she says, welcome, what can I do for you?
Have you heard of a blacksmith called Morai?
I mean, any blacksmith who's worth their weight in iron is going to know the name Marai. Why are you asking?
Well, there's some tricky equipment that my friends and I are trying to track down. Not for any sort of nefarious purpose on our own, but it could belong to someone bad, and we'd like to get it before they do. Have you heard of the Mace of Terror?
I
Apparently, Mariah made it.
look for a +1. I mean, it's rumored to be one of the last things that Mariah constructed before she disappeared. But I don't know if anybody even knows where it is.
So no one knows where Mariah is?
Well, Mariah, I mean, her armor is famous because it's maintained its strength and its quality for well over, or for nearly 2,000 years.
Oh, so she'd be dead by now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
nobody is off looking for Mariah. They look for her shop. A blacksmith who finds the secrets of Mariah's shop would become one of the best blacksmiths of all time, second only to Mariah.
I see. Well, in that case, I want to pull out those 3 like +1 daggers that
Okay.
I've had and say, would you mind taking a look at these and telling me what you can about them?
Okay. Remind me of the +1 daggers.
They're the daggers that we found in the little crapsack village where we were fighting the mushroom people.
Oh, yeah, I remember those. Okay. She looks at them and she looks them over and spends probably a good 2 minutes looking over one of them, and she's like, I remember these. And she takes the leather wrapped around the handle of one and pulls it back, and you see a little carving of a flame with a K inside of it, and says, "Yeah, I made these for a couple of adventures. I don't know, months ago. Where'd you come by him?"
Well, you see, I found them in a pile of discarded gear, so I don't think your adventurer friends made it out alive.
Well, that's the nature of adventuring. If you're gonna go out exploring the world, taking on big bads, you're not always gonna make it back.
Well, I don't plan on biting the dust.
No one ever does.
Right. What sort of things are in this blacksmith shop?
It's a standard shop. There's everything from, simple blades and shields, armor, to farming equipment. This appears to be one of the blacksmiths in Bifeld who just kind of serve the people that are there. They're not known for anything specific.
Are there any sort of like fun, just like not even like not weapons or anything, just like trinkets that she happened to like make because she had the spare metal?
Roll a perception check. Oh God. Okay. She's got a couple of like spoons, the instrument spoons. Um, got some. Oh, I don't know. Oh, fun blacksmithing things. What
I
are
don't know,
you?
like
What are you thinking of? Because it, with a 26,
Like-
she probably has it.
like a little, I don't know, like a little animal trinket or some little fun brought statue.
Okay, yeah. So, there's, you know, those people that like take farming equipment and turn them into animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got a couple of those. There's one of a owl bear. There's a dragon. Um, there's some wind chimes that she's made. There's a whole side of her shop that's basically just she got bored, something came out, and she made it into something.
You have a little, do you have any metal butterflies?
Absolutely.
I would like a couple.
All right. They're like 5 copper apiece.
I will give her 2 silvers. As many as I can get from that for that.
Okay, which should be 4, if my math
Okay.
is correct.
Yep,
Yep.
sounds good. Yay!
4 iron butterflies. Bum bum ba da 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 dun 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 dun.
She's gonna sharpen the edges and turn them into butterangs.
Oh, it's adorable. Oh, it's in my jugular.
Why would I need that when I have magic stuff?
Because you can be butterfly girl.
Oh god, they're butterfly knives.
Alright, well. This has been an enlightening little trip. Thanks for everything. These are very cool.
Yeah, of course. Let me know if you need anything else.
Do you make plate armor?
I certainly can.
Not for me, but I know someone who's been looking for it, and I'll send them your way.
Sounds good. I can always use the business.
And with that, I will, I guess, walk back out and kind of just wander around the street. How long has it been?
About a half hour.
All right, I'm gonna just kind of go around to the other buildings and see what they are.
All right, you find a little mom and pop bakery. There's a potion shop that has various low-level potions and elixirs, and a tailor.
A tailor, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go talk to the tailor.
Oh God. Should never say things I'm not prepared to have you do. But I always do. Yeah, you go into the tailor.
Yeah.
What was that?
Oh, just like saying things because you're trying to set the setting, and then your player is latching on. That's just being a DM.
It really is. It's
And it always happens.
I don't know. I'm just gonna go in and say hi to the tailor.
all right. The
Hello, Mr. Taylor or Miss Taylor.
Mr. Taylor a very thin, very tall tiefling. Horns that kind of are pulled back, and hair that is just perfectly groomed in this long ponytail. And
None of which I can see.
well, I mean the air movement and
Okay.
all
yeah,
that
okay,
stuff.
yeah.
I mean, you know,
Get a sense of
Daredevil
it.
rules of what you can and can't see.
Okay, that'll work. Yeah.
Now, and now I have the scene of Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner in the rain, because that's a terrible movie. So why is it? Why? Of course, it's in my head.
You got to replace it with the Charlie Cox version.
He's so good, but I just don't remember what happened in that show other than him being good and Vincent D'Onofrio being good.
That's all you need.
So you walk in and he looks at you and, well, hello. What can I do for you?
I'd like a jacket.
Wonderful. What kind of weather are we anticipating?
Well, cool weather, eventually. Maybe something that keeps the rain off.
Keeps the rain off, but he's at this point he's like circling you, taking measurements with his eyes, like, just, this is a professional for sure. Let's see. Bare feet. Right, we said you have.
Yes.
Yeah.
There, sometimes she'll wear like little shoe things that have no feet, like bottom part to
That's
them.
right. That's
but,
right. So.
But most of the time, she doesn't bother.
Bare feet. Cracked knuckles. Dirt in the hair.
Oh, sorry about that. And I go like, I just think really hard, and the dirt flies out of it.
Oh. Oh, and magical to boot. We have an adventurer amongst us, don't we?
Well, what can I say? I get bored.
Of course. That means that you're looking for more practical than fashion, I'm assuming?
I don't even care what color it is.
Okay. Well, with that, I think we can whip you up something. Oh, I wish I had my list of all of the...
Mustard yellow jacket with ketchup red pockets.
Oh god, that would be horrible.
And a lime green hood.
No, somebody made like an entire chart of basically everything that one could think of in a spreadsheet, and
Wow.
I never remember to pull it up until times like these. So, found it. Adventuring supplies, art and gems, tailor and textiles. Okay. Excellent. So, for I think an earthy tone for you would best suit you.
Earthy's good.
All right, so some greens and browns, a nice jacket. We'll line it with some furs.
Can you make it so that The fur's removable if it gets too warm.
It will increase the price by a little bit, but I'd be happy to do that.
I don't care.
Excellent. Well then, I think we can get you something in the next half hour. It will
That would be quick.
We have most of the materials here. It's a very simple process, and you're rather short, so it's not a lot of fabric. That will be 4 gold, please.
I will give him 4 gold.
All right. He takes it, and a half an hour later, you have a very nice greenish brown. I don't do fashion. It's very
Like an
nice looking. It's
like an olive green.
Yeah. It's a very nice looking jacket. Like,
All right.
you can go out and people will be like, hey, that's, that person looks pretty nice today. I like that jacket.
Okay.
But it's also very comfortable and moves very well. Talamh, in the store, takes out her staff and does a couple of quick movements with it, and it flexes and, it doesn't restrict your movements at all.
That's perfect.
Always happy to help.
And that's 1 hour down.
It's at this point that you leave the tailor, and you make your way down, passing a sign of some kind of message board, traveling south, and you are back in front of the inn, at which point you yell out for your companions to hurry up, and you wait a few minutes, and nobody comes out to say anything.
Well, I'm not gonna go wait inside the place. That would be counterintuitive. So I'm gonna see if. What did you say? This sign. I'm gonna see if. Is there anybody around this desolate street to?
The street's not desolate. I'm not gonna bog down my computer with people.
All right. Well, I'm gonna see.
There
if
are
there's any...
lots and lots and lots of people. This is the biggest city in the capital, or in the city.
I'm gonna try to flag down somebody to see if they can help me read this sign.
Yeah. So, I'm just going to, for sake of ease.
Oh, wow.
All right. So, there's, and so the person that you flagged down just says, well, there's one about property for sale. There's a help wanted poster. Somebody is giving a reward if you've lost a doll. Something about test subjects needed, and then some kind of a wanted poster.
Oh, interesting.
I'm gonna keep a note about the bestiary because I know Oliver's a monster hunter.
Okay.
And it really sounds interesting being a test subject, but I can't wait inside the Thirsty Harper. So, I guess.
So we got an Annabelle situation going on here with this doll.
What?
The doll, yellow yarn hair with blue satin bow, eyes are large and very lifelike, seems to follow you around the room. If you recognize this doll, please take it. I'll give you 5 gold.
Wow.
These were really fun to come up with, and even more fun to, create. I'm not gonna lie. I had a very fun Saturday building a message board, and I'm going to be doing this a lot more.
I want to ask where I can find Madame Talamh.
Madame Talamh is pretty well known, and she is in... I have to pull up my city list to get the districts.
Would Talamh know about Madame Talamh being from the city?
Only if she's like insanely well known.
Yeah, she would have been on the outskirt districts, nothing that you were allowed to go visit.
Gotcha.
Which reminds me, I need to pull up my map of Bifeld so I pick the right place, because my numbering system was random, not... It made no sense. It's what happens when you do it randomly. Made for a better outcome, though, so I can't really complain. Alright, new campaign. Bifeld City map.
This
There
is
we go.
turning into one long day in Bifeld City.
Yeah, the Tower Village is where you are directed to, which is one of the more outskirt parts of the city.
So it's not really anywhere close to here.
No, it'd be a bit of a walk to get to her.
I'm just gonna go sit down in front of the Thirsty Harbor. Just
Okay.
chill.
All right. Roll a nature check.
I'm a druid and I have got nothing in nature. Why do I keep closing my character sheet? It takes it forever to load every time right now. Character sheet, nature. There we go.
A 13?
13.
So you sit down and just kind of rest. You close your eyes and lay in the grass, and at some point a couple of squirrels come running by and kind of rest near you, and you feel the worms crawling through the dirt a little bit, and it's just very peaceful and serene.
Okay. I fiddle with the butterflies.
And at that point, Ridire and Oliver are done with their 8 hours of research.
Did they
I mean,
come
it's
out
been.
of-
It might be a good time to call it for the night.
Yeah. Nope, I'm
Yeah.
thinking that's the perfect place. We'll end it here and pick it up in 2 weeks. We're going to take Easter break off, so y'all can do your thing. I will definitely be streaming on Sunday, but I don't know what yet, so... At that point,
Okay.
have a good night, everybody. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and check out our Facebook, check out our Patreon. That's going to be all said in the intro anyways, but I wanted to repeat it. So, you guys got anything, or are we good to have transition to the outro?
I got nothing.
I'm good.
All right. Have a good night. Hey, PsychGuy here. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out some of our other videos. And if you like what you see and you want to support us, go check out our Patreon page where we have exclusive videos, sneak peek content, and a lot more coming down the road. Also, I hope you roll those nat 20s and avoid those critical fails. Thanks for watching.